Now let's move on to Freeze. Let's go. Listen, their beats are awesome. See? I mean, I feel like Hyunjin has really improved with his rapping, and now also he's really been just getting noticed in general since, I'd say, for like the last year and a half to 2 years, been really getting noticed, especially, and I know that's saying basically half of their career at this point, but for visual and for his dancing, and as he's always said that he wants to be known for his talents, not just his visual kind of thing, but it's his dancing that people notice a lot of the time. But he brought the goddamn bars to this album. He's really improved. Felix as well. Oh, but come on. Ooh, step out! I forgot, this is the electronic one. Oh, I like that little run by Ryan. Dang. What? Oh, a lot of people are gonna hate this. How sick is it gonna be at a show? That was straight courtesy of Skrillex, whoever you want to talk about, circa 2009-10 dubstep. Absolutely, like, that was it, man. And at a show, I think when the bass hits you, and I've only been to one dubstep show in my life, and it was Skrillex. I totally forget who opened for him. I can't remember. But damn, the bass is gonna rock you, and you are gonna feel it in your heart. You're gonna feel your heart kind of separate from your rib cage, and it's fantastic. I'm gonna be seeing them when they come to New York, absolutely. But damn, this song I feel like is going to shine in just a live sense. And I also think a lot of people are gonna hate this because they're not really used to that, maybe. Ooh, these lyrics. You're really changing the pace of this a lot. Yeah, and then it slows a bit. Speed up. I fuck with this, honestly. Dang. And I used to hate shit like this back in the day. It used to not be my thing at all. But now it makes me feel nostalgic. This is absolutely going to be on my gym playlist. Oh, John, your vocals.
Freeze!
No, you fucks! Oh, you son of a bitch! I can't believe they did that. I thought we were gonna get one more. I was like waiting. It's like waiting to be punched in the face, and they didn't give it to me. Han, you little shit. I actually kind of like that. That was like, these endings of all these songs are ending very abruptly, but that one was like really funny. I really enjoyed it. Because, man, did they just sell me on it so much. It's almost like when you're playing a video game and the devs know what you're thinking, and they tailor the experience to kind of subvert those expectations. And just like that, they definitely concocted this song knowing exactly how you'd feel and what you'd be thinking, and then they just pull the covers out off of you. But yeah, I like that song. That one's gonna be like the ultimate like guilty pleasure song of just energy. And I think in a live setting, when you see them live, please play this, because it's gonna hit really goddamn hard. Make it like a traditional friggin' dubstep show. Like, start shooting out like bubbles or soap or whatever all over the crowd. I think it would be awesome. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. It's A Lonely Street. We've only got 3 more, actually. So Lonely Street and then the 2 unit songs. Let's go. This is going to be our change of pace song. I think this one's a bit slower, emotional. Also, I think it's going to have a lot of autotune, which I really don't care for. So hopefully it's reeled in a little bit. Like, this isn't so bad. Streetlight. This feels quieter. Yes, that's why. My God. It's not a heavy autotune, so it doesn't bother me really. Felix's verses I really like on this song. He really does the like downtrodden kind of feeling with his voice really, really well. Sir, I am. I like how that opens up for the pre-chorus. While the autotune doesn't bother me, I still think it would be better without it. It would be so much better without it. This is a very short song, by the way. I just saw it was almost over. I feel like it just started. Wow, that song felt like I think it was 2 minutes and 45 seconds. It felt like a minute and 45 seconds. Tracks are getting shorter in general just to up streaming numbers and all of that. It helps in that way. But I don't know if this wasn't really a means for that purpose exactly. But I like that song. Not my favorite, but I like it. Maybe I'd have to spend some more time with that one. But I think because of all of the powerful energy we're getting from a lot of the others, this one might be the more like forgettable one in the whole lineup, for me at least. Now let's check out the unit songs. So the first one is Waiting for Us with Mangchan, Lino, Sungmin, and IN. Let's do it. Let's also make sure that the volume is maxed out. I'm going to do it for the next one too, so I don't forget. All right, let's go. Waiting for Us. Ooh, yes. You know Sungmin's on that track when the acoustic guitar shows up.
가려진 시간 속에 뛰는 난 그대가 보고 싶다. 가까이 다가오는 겨울 끝의 light.
See the clarity of these vocals. This is what I want.
피어난 날, 부러운 날, 그리웠던 너와 내 만남. Feeling alive, 꽃잎이 떨어지는 날 기다릴게.
Oh. This is the Sungmin song.
시린 날들이 힘들었을까? 내가 모른다고 생각할까? 그늘의 빛이었던 너 내밀어 내 손 잡을 수 있게. Cause I'm right here waiting for us. 때로는 두려웠어. 다시 놓지 않을 것 같아서.
There's something about Chan's voice that's just, when that came in, his voice in general is Stray Kids to me. I put out a tweet like a week ago of who is it doesn't have to be your favorite of the group or the leader of the group, but who embodies each specific group to you, ones that you really enjoy. Who's the member of that group that really is just the essence of them? And he happens to be the leader for my choice when it comes to Stray Kids, and it's Bangchan, because his energy and his hope and his passion, his motivation, his drive is just so much about what I feel about this group. And so when you hear his vocals come in here, it's just like, it brings you back to the first time you heard this group. And you're waiting for it. My God, IN, yes, the growth. This is an excellent song. This is the comforting song to the whole fan base. they've all shown up. The day we've waited to laugh face to face. This is definitely a using COVID and the pandemic and being separated from each other in the same way of winter warming up and, you know, the ice melting and all of that. It's definitely meant to be like in that kind of vein. And I think that this, when talking about Freeze, the song Freeze, and then now into this in terms of a live setting at a show, this one's gonna friggin' hit. People are gonna get emotional for this one. They're gonna lose their shit to Freeze, and then they're gonna get all emotional for Waiting for Us. This had a lot of the emotional impact that I think Lonely Street was trying to have, for me at least, and this one hits, especially Waiting for Us. Really, really good song. I like this one a lot. Sungmin very much shines at it, but I think they all kind of do. Ian, so much growth from his vocals over these years. So much growth. You know, especially just love hearing him get a lot of line distribution. That always makes me happy. But Bangchan as well, just being himself, being the leader that he is. Let's close this one out with the final track on the album, which I'm surprised wasn't that one, because I feel like that would have been such a great choice for a final song to close out the album. But let's see how Muddy Water does with Changbin, Hyunjin, Han, and Felix. This is a power quad. Oh, this is gonna be jazzy?
Rain falling on my face and washing off that sweat off, making me cleaner than the dirt.
Oh, this is gonna be a pure rap song.
But makes me tougher, energetic youngster like me. Let's play the muddy water. Looking back at what you said behind my back doesn't matter, cause I'm a winner. Strong believer, 24/7 with the members, scoring goals like a team player. Execute the shadows all around me. Call me Demon Slayer.
Double knock callbacks. Oh, that's where the beat hits. Right there. I like Hyunjin's understated delivery here.
Feeling so fly, feeling so fly, feeling so fly, feeling so fly. This my
What is
lifestyle,
this
my
song?
lifestyle. Breathe in, work it, move in, sit down and listen for once.
우린 going 우리 말은 후회 내리는 빗물 다 바꿔놓지 세상의 기준 너도 모르게 흠뻑 젖지 탁한 공기 대신 맑은 공기 섭취
record scratching. This feels like an old school like rap group. Do you know? It feels like a song that you would hear in like the 90s. Like it feels like hip hop from the 90s to me. That's someone who's not like well versed in that genre exactly, but I'm just speaking from what I have heard.
This is our flow, just step off the show. This is our flow, just step off the show.
땀을 빠진 껌을 씹어봤자 내 입만 나쁘니까
wash out of sweetness.
삐끗해도 행실은 반드시로 짠듯 약주 풍기는 내게 내가 튀긴 듯 패브리지 한참 전에 내린 빗물 고여있지 아직도 나아감을 멈칫하게 만드는 과속방지턱 삐꺼 찢겨 도록도 삐꺼 이미 내 발바닥은 이 바닥에 딱 붙어진
Sticker.
이미 내 발바닥은 이 바닥에 딱 붙어진 스티커
Here we go. My guy.
다들 회피는 여금만 내비고 나 몰라 잘못은 쟤네가 떠넘김 물통에 더하기 먹통 고구마 100개 먹은 듯한 기분이야 버젓이 고개를 바짝 쳐드는 것
What are they even talking about?
거리를 깨끗이 오늘은 내가 청소 담당
Feeling so fly, feeling so fly, feeling so fly, feeling so fly. This my lifestyle, this my lifestyle.
This really does just have an old school quality to it. Really does. with everyone getting their piece of, mind to say their thing. Like, I love that. Everyone getting their moment in the spotlight. With a very chill instrumental backtrack.
This is our flow, just step off the show. This is our flow, just step off the show.
I like this one as just something that's a bit different from everything else that's been on here. Just like Waiting for Us was. This one being a lot more just chill and relaxed and kind of flexing the rap specifically, whereas the Waiting for Us was very much more emotional and rang very differently to the rest of the album. Both of these are standouts in that respect, so I like them for that. They always feel somewhat, when the unit songs are there, like addendums to the album in some respect, and this is a mini album, by the way, that has 7 songs. I mean, most groups' mini albums have maxes usually of like 4, so I mean, Stray Kids feeds you day in and day out that, you should have diabetes. I don't understand what's going on. They just make music over and over and over again. And this is their first album of 2, I think, that are supposed to drop this year. So I think as a whole, this album very much, I think, is quite good. Compared to MANIAC, it's like someone coming home always with A+, I've mentioned kind of before, and you're expecting that over and over again. Kind of thing, that if they bring you a B+, you're upset. And that's how I feel MANIAC is. MANIAC is a B+ to me, to a group that always normally brings out A+. And I still like MANIAC. I'm not hating on it in any way. I just really like a lot of the B-sides on here a whole lot more, especially Venom. Parts of Charmer hit so hard. But Venom, I think it might be my favorite on this whole album. Waiting for Us also really, really good, but I think just in the kind of sound it plays on, that's something that's more like on occasion for me to listen to that, whereas Venom is one that I'll listen to a whole lot more often. But yeah, otherwise, Venom is my favorite off this album, so please let me know what your favorite song is off this album. Thank you guys for all of your support. I might be posting this one on YouTube, actually. Been wanting to just do a kind of album reaction that I can share on there, so this might post on YouTube a day or so after it goes up on Patreon. But if you enjoyed this is how my Patreon reactions go. A bit more lax, a bit more in-depth than I take my time. So if you had a good time with this, please consider supporting me on Patreon. We've got other albums from Stray Kids. We've got variety shows on there. We've got all of Kingdom up there. I react to a ton of different groups, boy groups, girl groups, K-bands, everything under the sun. So please consider supporting me if you enjoy this type of content. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.